Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for the month of November 2018. This month, definitely check out astrojar.com for more awesome readers and astrologers. Also this month, if you would like a 2018 yearly reading, you can get one on special at the link down below. I am running a special there. So let's see what comes up for you this month. Pretty crazy, actually, I will say that right now. Yeah, hold on. Let's go like this. You have two jokers showing up here. So being very busy at this time and having a lot to do, it's interesting because I literally just said to Libra that I feel like Scorpio's message is going to be very similar. And guess what? I was using a completely different deck, and Libra also had two jokers. So you might want to watch Libra's reading, especially if you're close to Libra, like if you're born in early Scorpio or something, then I would definitely recommend that you watch the Libra reading, because I do feel like there's like a connection here. And this is a card of being very busy, having a lot to do, and needing to wear many hats, and needing to, blend into multiple different situations. I do feel like it's really important for people to kind of like blend in right now, and again, not putting on like false fronts or anything like that, but I said it to one of the other signs, I can't remember who, but I feel like maybe you have like one group of friends, you have to act one way, then you have another group of friends, you have to act another way. And again, it's not like you're being fake, but I think that it's more just so that, everybody can get along, if that makes sense. And I do feel like that's going to be beneficial for you. I also feel like you are kind of learning how to act in different situations as well. Like, I feel like you're learning how to, I want to say it was Cancer, and I mean, the water signs have been so similar month to month lately that it's pretty crazy, but I feel like it was Cancer that I said, you're kind of like learning how to present yourself in different situations, like business situations, friendship situations, love situations, and really kind of trying to fit those things together. And I do feel like that will be beneficial for you to learn. So, I would say anything you can do to learn, like confidence tricks, body language tricks, anything like that would probably help you out at this time. Even speaking, even how you speak and things like that. Next, you have the Queen of Spades. Jumping into darkness. I feel like, again, Cancer didn't have this message, but I do feel like for all water signs at this time, like anything we want to do, whether it's a relationship, a business, whatever, we really, really need to commit to it. We really have to dive in super deep, and it's like, it needs to be like the only thing we focus on. So it's a little bit obsessive, but, that's kind of what I think the energy is requiring of water signs right now, is to become like obsessed about the things that we want. Even to the point where like we stop like doing things like watching Netflix and stuff like that. I think that the universe is really kind of wanting us to like really focus and kind of change even the way like we operate on a daily basis. So I do feel like there's a focus there for you. Like I said, I do think that it's the Queen of Spades can be a card of like giving up comfort. That's why I said the Netflix thing, because I don't think it literally means that you have to give up watching TV or anything like that, but I think it means that you probably have to do less, and also it means giving up comfort so that you can get to a whole new level in life, so that you can become even more comfortable in the future. I feel like for probably the past like 7, 8 years, something like that, maybe even a little bit longer, I feel like most water signs have been very uncomfortable and have been forced outside of their comfort zones. But again, I think it's only so that in the near future we can be super comfortable, which is the total opposite. So I think it's a good thing. Next, you have the Ace of Clubs, my favorite card in the deck. Definitely a card of creation is the word I'm trying to come up with, and creating something, and the card of starting something new. And Libra also had the Queen of Hearts, and I literally said to Libra that I bet that you, Scorpio, would have something based off of creation, or some sort of very like fertile energy of creating something new or starting something. And this is a card of like starting a new project, starting a new business, starting something. And it's a card of profit and making money in abundance. It's a really good card. So I think a lot of you could be doing that. You also have the Ace of Spades, going through transitions very quickly. I mean, I think that, again, I think it's probably just a general message for all three water signs at this time, but you're the one that's getting it, is that I think water signs are able to just like go from one thing to the next very quickly at this time. And I do feel like it's going to be very beneficial. So especially if you're in business, I feel like if you have a business, like maybe you think that it's going to go one way, but you really have to do something else, and you have to like change what you think very quickly, and then I feel like you have to do it again. And this card just allows you to do that. And same with those two jokers. The jokers are very flexible. They allow us to be super flexible and kind of move around very quickly. I would say if you're not in business, these messages are just about relationships or your job, or even if you're retired, just the things you do on a daily basis. Next, you have the Four of Diamonds, more stability coming in. A couple of signs have had this card this month, so I do think that it could be just a generally stable financial month where we are, probably mostly learning about better finances. I think, of course we have like a lot of financial changes I see over, in the future. I don't think there'll be like major financial changes. I think I get a lot of people asking me if there's going to be like some sort of collapse or something like that. And I don't think so. I don't think that we'll ever see like a financial collapse or anything, but I do think that we will see changes to the financial structure. I mean, it's going to take a while, probably, I would say 2026 when Neptune leaves Pisces. Neptune, something people don't think about is Pisces kind of, and Neptune kind of rule money. They rule currency. They rule things that flow in a lot of ways. And, Neptune doesn't leave Pisces until 2026. So I think that that's when we'll start. I think we'll see changes sooner. Like we'll see the sprinklings of changes, if that makes sense. But I don't think we'll actually see the actual change until, later, 2026 and beyond. But I do think it'll be good. So, and again, I think it's happening. What I meant to say before I moved on was I think it's happening on a individual level. I think we are making the changes. Us as people, we're just making the changes first, and then it's going to happen kind of globally in the future. Finally, you have the Nine of Clubs, a chance to stand out. Now is the time for you to try to stand out, for you to try to get people to notice you, whether, again, it doesn't matter, very general, doesn't matter if it's in business, love, wherever. Now is the time for you to try to, to show yourself to the world, so to speak, and to try to get attention. I am getting the very distinct message on this card that's all about attention for you, and for you, it's time for you to get eyes on you. And, so if you've been holding back, now is the time to stop, and now is the time to take credit for what you have done. So that's going to mean something different for all of you, but I do think it's a beneficial message. So looks like an amazing month for you. Definitely 2 aces. Can't beat that. So thank you for watching, and enjoy your November.